Imagine an empty chair at the table, a phone that rarely rings, the quiet stillness of a home where laughter and conversation once echoed. For many seniors, this isn't a movie scene, but the harsh reality of social isolation and loneliness. It's an invisible, yet devastating, burden that impacts health as much as any physical illness, eroding the soul and undermining quality of life. Have you ever paused to think about those who, in silence, long for a connection, a familiar voice, a hug that never comes? There's a strong belief, often disheartening, that as we age, people naturally become more reclusive, perhaps less interesting. But the truth is, the human need for connection, belonging, love, and feeling useful doesn't diminish with age. It intensifies. And it is precisely when this need is denied that the danger of social isolation and loneliness sets in, transforming years that should be filled with wisdom and rest into a period of profound sadness. The counterintuitive statement here is that social isolation isn't just a feeling, but a proven risk factor for a range of health problems in older adults. It can accelerate cognitive decline, increase blood pressure, compromise the immune system, and, tragically, lead to severe cases of depression and anxiety. Loneliness isn't just sad, it makes you sick. It's a common problem and often overlooked, with a direct impact on senior health. This video isn't about pointing fingers, but about opening our eyes and hearts. We'll explore together the deep roots of social isolation in the lives of seniors, especially the responsibility and fundamental role of family. You have the power to be a beacon of light in someone's life. Ready to understand the full scope of this problem and discover how you can make a difference? Then, keep watching to uncover the most painful aspects of loneliness in older age, and more importantly, the solutions within our reach. And so you don't miss any of our content that truly makes a difference in your health and well-being. Do this. Subscribe to our channel now, and hit the notification bell. The absence that cries out, lack of contact with friends and family. The starting point of social isolation is often a simple lack of contact. For seniors, whose natural social networks may shrink with the passing of friends and spouses, family becomes the most important pillar. However, the busy routines of children and grandchildren, geographical distance, and a lack of prioritization can lead to a drastic decrease in visits, phone calls, and gatherings. A phone that rarely rings and a door that seldom opens create a communication vacuum. The elderly individual may feel forgotten, undervalued, and gradually lose the incentive to connect. This lack of visits, calls, or regular meetings isn't just a matter of convenience, it's the deprivation of essential care that is emotional and psychological. The impact of this absence goes beyond sadness. Social interaction stimulates the brain, keeps memory active, and offers a sense of purpose. The loneliness imposed by a lack of family and friend contact can lead to cognitive decline and a loss of the ability to maintain conversations and meaningful ties. The walls of routine. Little participation in social activities beyond decreased family contact. Little participation in social activities also greatly contributes to the social isolation of seniors. Often, there's difficulty accessing transportation, physical limitations, or even a lack of invitation to participate in groups, clubs, or community centers. These spaces are vital for the well-being of seniors, as they offer opportunities for new friendships, learning new skills, and a sense of community. Not attending walking groups, book clubs, or community centers can lead the elderly individual to withdraw at home, limiting their world. The lack of external stimuli and interactions outside the home environment not only fuels loneliness, but also deepens the feeling of the senior may begin to feel that they no longer have an active role in society, that their opinions and experiences are no longer valued. The pain of invisibility, feeling abandoned or irrelevant when contact diminishes and social opportunities fade. A deep and painful feeling can emerge in the elderly individual, that of abandonment and they begin to question their worth, their importance to their family and to the world. This is devastating for mental health. This feeling of being a burden or no longer useful is a powerful trigger for depressive states. Depression in seniors often manifests atypically with physical complaints, loss of appetite, and sleep problems, rather than explicit sadness. Feeling abandoned by one's own family, who should be a safe harbor, is one of the greatest emotional pains an elderly individual can face. It is at this moment that loneliness becomes toxic, undermining the will to live and resilience. Invisible barriers. communication difficulties to further exacerbate social isolation. Communication difficulties are a real obstacle. Hearing problems, very common in older adults, make conversations an exhaustive effort. The senior may feel embarrassed to ask for repetition or simply give up participating in the conversation, leading to further withdrawal. Similarly, speech problems, such as dysarthria or aphasia resulting from a stroke, for example, can frustrate both the elderly individual and the effort to make oneself understood or to understand others can lead to abandoning interaction. These communication barriers create a vicious cycle. Difficulty communicating leads to less contact, which increases loneliness and the feeling that it is better to be quiet so as not to bother. It's a silent challenge that many families don't perceive or underestimate. The role of family and the path to connection. Family, for the elderly individual, is not just a group of people. It's the living memory of their history, the link to the present, and the bridge to the future. Understanding the impact of social isolation and loneliness is the first step. The second is to act. Small gestures can make a gigantic difference. Calling regularly, even for 5 minutes, asking about their day, listening carefully to repeated stories, visiting whenever possible, involving the elderly individual in family decisions and conversations, even if they seem distant, encouraging participation in social groups, offering transportation, or even looking for adapted activities they can enjoy. If there are hearing or speech difficulties, seek solutions like hearing aids, or simply speak more slowly and face-to-face, with patience. Essential care involves this attention to detail. Remember, a socially active elderly individual who feels loved, valued, and connected is a happier, healthier, elderly individual with greater longevity. Quality of life in older age is a reflection of how much we care. Has this video touched you in any way? Do you believe we can build a future where no senior feels alone? Then your action is fundamental. Share this video with friends and family, and let's break down the barriers of isolation together. And to continue receiving content that truly makes a difference in the health and well-being of seniors, subscribe to our channel now and hit the notification bell. Your contribution is a hug for many who need it. Senior Health Matters.